Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I've got three new 5-packs to review from 2023. These are 70th anniversary 5-packs, as you can see, and not the greatest set of 5-packs, but there are some individual cars that are quite nice, which I will look at and review, and also do comparisons to previous models. So without any further ado, let's just look at these 5-packs real quick. So that's the first one. It's called Warn Industries. So this is a themed 5-pack. All licensed vehicles. It's got the Bronco on the side and at the back. Those are the licenses. Alright, just give me a second while I open it and we will go through them. So it's opened, and I did do a bit of research as to what Warn Industries are. They are a off-roading company that manufactures bumpers as well as winches for off-roading vehicles. So I guess the theme of the vehicles matches, for the most part, the vehicles themselves, which seem quite off-roady. And let's just quickly go through them. So the first vehicle is a Willys Jeep. I've seen this many times. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I actually quite like this vehicle. It's been around for years. I did have several of them as a kid. They were more army vehicles back in the day. But there it is. It's really quite nice. Spare tire at the back. That's really nice. I'm never certain about this particular casting. I think this is a International Scout 4x4. Got several versions of this. I didn't pull any of them out. I'm not a huge fan of this particular casting. But once again, there it is. I always like it when Matchbox does themed sets. Probably not a vehicle that I would have necessarily included in it, but it is what it is. Spare tire at the back. Bumper, but no real winch on this particular vehicle. I feel like this is a repeat, but I'm not entirely certain. One parts delivery. It's the 2009 International E-Star. No interior as far as I know. We've seen this we've seen several versions of this. Dig in, winch out. Parts delivery. Not going to spend too much time on it. What is this one? This says Matchbox 4x4. Let's just have a quick look at the... Oh, I'm guessing this one's not a themed vehicle. Sorry, it is a fantasy vehicle. It's not a licensed vehicle. So this is the only vehicle that's not licensed. Pretty sure I've got a few of them in my collection. Not a bad vehicle. And last but not least, probably the best vehicle in this set for me is the Ford Bronco, which we have seen several times now. So it's commemorating the 75 years of Matchbox, as you can see right there. It says Warn Industry, or Warn. Detailed front, side details, and a tire. So this vehicle has got almost all the bells and whistles, just missing some detailing at the back, but very good. Very well done. 2021 Ford Bronco. Let's just have a look at the previous versions of it. So I think the first version, I can't remember, I think this might have been the first version of it, which is the Super Chase from a couple of years ago. Rubber tires, all the bells and whistles, completely done. Not the best livery, but it's not bad. Love the blue windows on it. It's quite well done. Then we saw it in blue. I think it looks quite sharp in blue as well. We saw it in maroon. Very deep red. This one's also really, really nice. I love seeing these vehicles on the road. I think they look really, really well. That's really nice. And then last but not least, the National Parks version, which is also a very, very well put together vehicle. I'm very happy to add it to my collection. So that's it for the first 5-pack, and then now we're going to look at the second one, which is the Matchbox City Drivers 2. And once again, these are all vehicles we've seen before, just recolored in this emergency theme, which is gray and yellow with a bit of orange and black on it. So give me a second, guys, while I open it, but let's just have a quick look. So it's got the full Matchbox 70th anniversary box, designed for a lifetime, 70th anniversary special edition. And those are the vehicles in it. It's got the Chevy Blazer in the back and side. So give me a second while I open it and we will have a quick look at it. So I've opened that 5-pack as well, and I'm just going to go through these vehicles fairly quickly. Got some sort of a helicopter first, and I think the back actually extends on it. So it's got a bit of a moving part. It's a helicopter that's been in their line for years. You can see the 70th anniversary logo. It says Metro R Rescue. And this one's called Mission Helicopter. And there's 2 moving parts because the propeller rotates, as well as the tail that sort of seems to come in and out. Decent enough vehicle, not really my cup of tea. Mostly plastic, but it does have some metal pieces to it. Propeller is somewhat flimsy, but there it is. Let's move along and look at this police car. It's really nice. Fortunately, they don't really do the front of this quite often. It's just the side livery, and the back's not finished either. I have a few of these in my collection. I don't have any of them displayed. They're not always police cars. They can be security cars or, you know, other sorts of vehicles. I've seen it as a, I think I've seen it as an ambulance, not an ambulance, as a fire car of some sort. Anyway, there it is. It says Vicente County Police, Metro Police. 70th anniversary sign on the back there. Chrome base. The 1994 Chevy Caprice. Classic police. Definitely is a very classic police car. One of the not so sexy police cars, that's for sure. And then, of course, it took me forever to find this version of it, which is the Canadian RCMP version. And this is really nice. It also cost me about $5 US. I think I bought it on the Whatnot app. It always ends up being, whoa, I didn't damage it. I do have 2 of them. If I did, no, I didn't damage it. I did drop it there. Flimsy hands. Yeah, so whenever you buy on Whatnot, because of the shipping charges, they end up being quite expensive. Okay, moving along, just having a look at this Chevy Blazer real quick. So EMS, emergency services, I'm guessing. Metro. 4x4. blue window and lights, tow hook, which is always nice. Chevy Blazer 4x4. And then I only have one other. It's definitely play worn. Quite a hard one to find actually. And you can see a few bumps and bruises, but it's not too bad. So this one's not that old, and I think this one originally did have that antenna, which is, you can see, is missing at the back there. And in the new version, pretty sure for safety reasons, I'm sure the kid put it in its mouth, you can see that inclusion for the antenna has been taken out. And they have, you know, see if I can get both of those on there. So you see that little plastic piece on the black one with a hole in it. There's an antenna there, and you can see that it's been taken out in the new casting, or an updated casting. There it is. Don't want to spend too much time on it. Next, we're going to look at this tow truck. I really like this casting. I've got several versions of it. Highway Rescue Unit 8 70th anniversary. Quite a basic base. 1987 Mattel. GMC Wrecker. So definitely licensed. And people quite often ask me what that elephant is on the bottom of Matchbox cars, and I think the national animal of Thailand is the elephant, and that's why it's there. It's the Indian elephant. Small or no tusks compared to the African elephant, of course. It's really nice, and I have several of these because I really like it, and have it as a police version, NYPD. This one might be my favorite one. Got 3 or 4 of them. I bought them off a guy that was selling them loose. This one's quite a difficult one to find. This is CAA. It was distributed, I think, only in Canada. Once again, I bought it loose, and you can see this is the old casting. So there's this piece here actually moves in the older casting, and in the new one it's just static. So it's part of the plastic, it's not 2 pieces, it doesn't move. And then here's a really old one that is missing the hook, the tow hook. It's in almost perfect condition. Other than that, I'm hoping that Matchbox does a gray tow hook for this so that I can snag it off and throw it in there at some point. But there it is. This one's quite old. It's quite nice. And then I have this one, which is not the nicest color scheme, but there it is, and doesn't have an interior. Once again, older casting, you can tell by the tow hook. Another old one. Pacific Wreck and Salvage, call for pickup. Looks like a kid has eaten that particular tow hook. And then last but not least, this white one, which I also have in red and black, I think. So there's 3 versions of this that I have. They're unopened. They were didn't have time to pull them, but so there's 2 other versions of this particular casting that I have that are not included in this video. That's it. And then last but not least is this fire truck. Vicente County again, Metro Fire Department 70th anniversary. Like the blue windows. Of course, I've got lots of different versions of this fire truck, and I haven't pulled them because I do want to do an updated fire truck video at some point. I just haven't been able to get to it. So Pierce Arrow XT fire engine. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, and that's it for that 5-pack. And I was going to open this, but really there's no reason for me to open it because I'm not really going to display any of these cars. So let's just look at it through the box. And so there's a 1932 Ford Coupe Model B, sorry. And we saw this as a Super Chase, the orange Super Chase, which I think was the last Super Chase we've seen. Actually, no, there's a Mercedes now. So the one before the Mercedes Super Chase in orange. That there's a classic, that is the 1941 Cadillac Series 62 convertible coupe in gray, which is a new color for that particular casting. I think we've seen this one before, the Jag. Sorry, I always think that's a Jag, the 1956 Aston Martin DBR1. Pretty sure we've already seen it. Next we have the Chevrolet, the 70s Chevy El Camino in black. And then the Chevrolet 47 Chevy 80 3100 in blue, which is definitely a new color for that particular casting. It's a nice 5-pack. It's called Coffee Cruises. Probably wouldn't have bought it if I didn't have this channel. The only two cars that I might have been interested in is the Ford Coupe and the van at the back here. Sorry, the SUV, the Chevrolet 47 Chevy 80 3100. The rest of them are okay, but not ones I necessarily collect. So just let's have a quick look at the back of this 5-pack and some of the licenses. In the interest of keeping these videos short, under 20 minutes, I'm gonna say that's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and don't forget to like the video. Thanks.